Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Tony Shen. I'm back with another tutorial video. This is a video series where I break down tutorial videos for beginners, so it's people who just got FL Studio, and every tutorial here we're only going to use stock plugins that are really easily accessible to you, so you don't really have to worry about spending too much money on Omnisphere or all these expensive sound packs. So anyways, to get started today, I'm going to teach you 3 ways to reverse a melody. It's not really going to be an in-depth melody tutorial. I have other tutorials in case you're interested in learning how to make your first melody, but today I'm just going to teach you how to reverse them and create a reverse effect, assuming that you already have a basic idea of how to make melodies. If not, it's okay. I actually have a MIDI pack coming out to help you guys, come up with melodies and give you guys some MIDI kits to play around with if you guys need help with melodies. But if you're new to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you're coming back, I appreciate you tuning in. Welcome to the family. Anyways, so I'm gonna teach you guys 3 ways to reverse melodies today, right? So the first thing I'm gonna do is pull up a sound to reverse melodies with. I think what's really important is your sound selection. So when it comes to selecting sounds to reverse melodies to, you want to have sounds that are pretty ambient, right? So what I mean by that is, like, you want it more reverby. You want to use pads that have like more release, right? Or like keys that have like a longer release sound. Because if you use like really sounds that are really just jabby and don't have that much release, like, it's not gonna sound that good reversed, because it's just not gonna have that same effect. So you want sounds with longer tails. So like that would be a great sound to reverse. And also you might want to turn off the delay. So yeah, let's actually play with this sound. So we're gonna do this, but we're gonna turn off the delay, because that's just gonna add stuff that we don't want when we reverse the sound. Yeah, so this works. So now I'm just gonna, again, I'm not gonna go too in depth into MIDI and actually making the melody. So I'm just gonna use a preset from my MIDI kit. I already had this on. So here's what the melody sounds like, just without reversing anything. I actually tune it down an octave. Turn the gain down a little bit. So the first way to reverse it would be just using gross beat. It's actually pretty easy. All you have to do is open up gross beat and then go to the momentary preset. So right click here and then select momentary and then just hit reverse. The only problem is if you want to actually add other melodies on top of that, it gets kind of tricky, because there is like an offset time. Like, here's what I mean. I'll play it. Like, it sounds pretty good, but when you play it, there's like a bar of silence, and then that gets offset when you have other melodies. So what you can actually do is just open up Edison after, and then hit on play. So this would show you, like a mark. It'll create like a mark every time there's a new bar, so it makes it a lot easier for you to actually drag. So what you want to do is record into Edison first, and then you can play around with the waveform, and you can offset the timing that way. So here, just watch. So what we're doing is we're just recording and then converting the gross beat into audio form. Okay, so now you have it in Edison. We can just select the area that we want to loop. So you see how there's an offset timing? It gets kind of tricky when you add other melodies and drums, right? So now we just want to select the portion that we want to, and also hit the loop button. So now we have the portion that we reversed. Now we can select that portion and then add it. And a trick to like not having, you hear like when it looped to the front again, there's kind of like that clipping sound. What you want to do is like highlight, you might want to select snap to samples, but you want to select to the area where there's like it crosses 0. I'm not sure exactly how the science of it works, but it's just, you know, when you have it on 0, there's not as much of the clipping sound, which happens sometimes when you're messing around with samples. So you still have it a little bit, but it's not as harsh. But it's okay, because once we add EQ and reverb and other stuff, that shouldn't affect it too much. But now all you have to do is click that button and drag. So yeah, so click this button and then just drag it to your playlist, and then you have it on your playlist. And you have one of the ways to reverse your melody, right? It's pretty cool. You have that reverse kind of effect. So that's first way, gross beat. The second way is by reversing the act, like the melody itself. So this is a little more tricky. This is like level 2, right? So what you can do is, here, I'll actually create a new pattern. So Control C, Control V. So now we're in pattern 2. Then we'll go to pattern mode. I'll take off gross beat, and then I'll take off Edison. You don't need that right now. So the second thing we could do is, you can actually reverse the audio clip itself, right? So first we need to record this into audio, but play the melody backwards and then reverse it. So that, the melody is the actual melody, but just played in reverse. You know what I mean? So the first step to do is actually reverse this melody itself, and then record it, turn it into audio form, right? And then reverse the audio form. So you have the same original melody playing, but it's just, the effect of it is just reversed. So I'll show you how to do that. Before, when I didn't know this trick, I would have to actually drag each of the note and then play the reverse version of it myself. But thankfully, FL Studio has a tool. If you go to the tool wrench here, just click flip, and then make sure to select horizontally. So that actually just flips your entire melody horizontally. So now it's playing backwards, which is what you want when you reverse. So now that you have your reversed melody, all you have to do is, you could record it into Edison, but an easier way to do it is, I'll show you, is you can actually just render it directly into your playlist. So make sure you're in playlist mode. You can mute that. Hit this little button right here, the record button, and then hit Alt R and then start. And that actually renders it to your playlist right here. The reason I didn't do that with the gross beat version is because, again, the timing was kind of offset, and I want more control over what part of the melody to actually drag into the playlist. So that's why I didn't do that with the gross beat version. But with this, you don't have to worry about the offset thing, the delay effect of gross beat coming in. So now it's, all you have to do is hit the reverse button. So it sounds a little different from the gross beat version, actually. It sounds a little different. So it sounds a little different, right? You can play around with either way, whichever you think sounds better. Obviously, it's up to you. It's up to your interpretation, whichever you like better. I actually think the gross beat version sounds a little better, but again, it depends on how you mix it. It depends on what you use it for. It depends on the sound that you use. So that's the second way of doing it. Just to summarize, all you have to do is reverse the melody in the piano roll first, which you can do by clicking the tool and then flip, and then record the flipped version and then reverse it back after you convert it into audio. Now the third way is a little bit more advanced. It's you're flipping individual slices of a certain sample. So you're not reversing the whole sample, you're just reversing individual slices. So I'll show you exactly how to do that. So you have your melody here, right? And then let's actually grab the audio form of that. So again, go to make sure pattern 1 is in the playlist. And then yeah, just record. So Alt R, render that. So this is the regular, melody. So what we can do is actually open up Fruity Slicer, which is again a free stock slicing plugin that comes with FL Studio. All you have to do is drag this into Fruity Slicer, and then go here and then select beat, because you want to do this by beat, right? Or if you're brave enough, you can actually slice it yourself and like select certain regions to reverse. But for me, for what I like to do now, I like to do it by individual beat. But again, you can go crazy. There's so many different ways that you can slice. But yeah, first up here, I'll play it in pattern mode so you hear what happens when you put it in slicer. It's basically slicing it into individual by beat, so it allows you to control the sample of every single part. So basically what this does is you can control each beat / slice of the sample. And then you hear how that's kind of choppy at first. What I like to do is add a little bit of attack and decay, so it sounds more bouncy and smooth. And then once you have these individual slices, all you can actually reverse individual portions of the sample. So if I want to reverse, the first beat, yeah, you can reverse here. That sounds pretty good. Go crazy, go stupid. Yeah, so this gives you more control of which portion you want to reverse, because you might not want to reverse the entire sample. There's just certain areas you might want to reverse, and then this gives you control over each individual slice of the sample. So that's 3 ways to reverse your melodies. Again, I promise we didn't use any crazy plugins. We just used Grossbeat, Edison, and Fruity Slicer. The applications of this is endless. Like, you can do crazy stuff. You don't have to just reverse keys. You can reverse flutes, vocals, anything. So I'm just doing keys because it's easy to demonstrate. So yeah, that was 3 ways to reverse a melody. If you got something from this video, make sure to subscribe, because I'm dropping videos every other day for tutorial videos. And yeah, I just hope to provide as much value as possible. And last but not least, since you guys stuck to the end, I'm offering you my free drum kit. Right now I haven't really set up the link for you to directly download it in the description yet, but all you have to do is click the link to my Instagram in the description below, send me a quick DM, and then I'll send you the drum kit right away. So again, I'm trying to hook you guys up with my free stuff, and then I talked about my MIDI kits and all that. I'll have those ready in a bit, so make sure to stay tuned. I'm always trying to hook you guys up with my best resources. Anyways, thank you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace out.